Well, good morning. It's Monday, and we've got so much to do. Trying to swap everything over that needs to be swapped over. Gotta walk these doggies. Fat Butt still has her cone on. Her eyes are so goopy. They both have a bunch of goopy eyes. Fat Butt's is definitely the worst. We were putting so many eye drops in her. I don't know. I'm probably gonna look for a vet over by Grandma's house. But we gotta swap the freezer back from the Penske back to the Mac because we don't need the freezer in there right now. We're gonna swap all our blankets over because we'll need the blankets for the new truck. And then we're gonna drive that thing to the airport and hope I can get in. If I have to walk in, it's not a very big airport. If I gotta walk in to grab the car, I think I would rather do that than pay an Uber to drive me in half a mile. If there's even Uber. I'm sure there's Uber in Rockford, Illinois. So we're gonna swap everything over, get going, and see you guys in Rockford, Illinois. Well, I was able to park this close. I didn't feel like I should pull in any further. I originally thought we would park in that lot over there, but that's paid parking. So this is like a cell phone wait area. Oh, you know what? This is one way through here. I'm gonna have to drive this semi-truck through here. We'll walk up here and make sure there's nothing. The semi-truck's gonna, I didn't even notice this is one way around here. Well, we'll be driving the semi-truck through. Rip. All right, truck's back at Penske. We have this thing absolutely loaded down. I can't believe how much stuff we thought we were gonna fit in a car, and they end up giving us a SUV as a free upgrade. And if they would have gave us a car, like, it's packed to the brim. We've got stuff all around the doggies. I don't know why it honks like that.
Hey.
Hi guys. You guys ready to go to Ohio, see Grandma?
Because I don't.
All right guys, good morning. It is it's Monday. It is a week later now. We just left Grandma's house this morning. I feel like on the spot now that you're holding the camera. So this went a little bit longer than what we had hoped. When we originally rented this car, or when we originally went to Grandma's, the finance company said that they were thinking it was going to be like, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably like Thursday at the latest.
Yep.
And then it's like the finance company really dropped the ball. Like, they kept messing up the paperwork. You know, they would tell us, all right, you know, we need to show insurance on this truck. So we would then email our insurance company and be like, okay, we need to show insurance on this truck. And then they would come back and they'd be like, oh, we need you to change this on the insurance. We need you to show that this company is, I don't know what the cert holder, would they be the cert holder?
It said lost payee.
Lost payee?
Yeah. I mean, that could have all been done in one email, but they spaced it out so much.
Yeah, and then they kept messing up on paperwork, and we had to re-sign paperwork, and like, it's been an absolute nightmare dealing with this finance company again. This is the same finance company that we were going to go through with the other truck. And they took so long, that company ended up selling the truck that we were trying to finance, and then we had to start that process all over again, which honestly ultimately ended up, one of the big reasons why we didn't buy was because the amount of time that had gone by. I was just like, screw it, we're gonna fix the Mac. I'm not gonna worry about like financing anymore or whatever. I'll hold this because they want to see you too. They don't like looking at me.
Hi.
Anyways, a new thing that they do now is they send out an inspector, And so what they do is they overnight the check to an inspector. And what happens is the inspector goes out, looks at the truck, cuts the check to whoever you're buying the truck from, and then you're good to go. Well, this is a new thing that they've started doing because of the way the industry right now is, where everybody's like going belly up. So I was like, okay, cool. At least we'll have like an inspector looking at the truck. You know, that makes me feel better. They supposedly overnight the check to the inspector on Thursday. She was supposed to get it Friday. I end up getting the inspector's number. I call the inspector. I'm like, hey, I hear you're going to go out there and look at the truck today. She's like, I haven't received the check yet. I was like, well, they were supposed to overnight it. She's like, I haven't seen the check yet. So she informed me she can't do anything over the weekend, and that her Monday was booked up. So she can't go out there and look at the truck till Tuesday. So we woke up this morning, which was Monday. We were going to head there. I wanted to look at the truck before the inspector showed up. We were going to get a hotel room tonight and then meet with the inspector in the morning. This whole fiasco has cost us another $500 because we had to rent the car for longer. Not only the $500, it's like now we've had insurance on this truck for over a week and not actually been able to use the truck with the insurance on the truck. So we just got a call from the inspector. Oh, let's go back to the inspector. I got the inspector's number, and I asked her, I'm like, hey, what's this inspection? You know, how far do you go in with this inspection? You know, are you like checking blow by? Like what are you doing? She's like, oh no, I don't. Yeah, I was like, do you hook a computer up to it? Like, how in depth do you go with this inspection, right? Oh no, I just verify the mileage. I pull the truck forward 10 feet and I back the truck up 10 feet and I take pictures of the truck to make sure there's no damage. Like, that's it. That's what I'm waiting on now, is somebody to go out there and look at the mileage and to take pictures of it. I'm like, this is crazy. So, like I said, our intentions were to leave this morning, go look at the truck today. It says we'll be there at like 2:15. We would be there today, and then we would get a hotel room and then meet with them in the morning and then leave in the morning. Just got a call from the inspector. She finished up her Monday early, so she's on her way out there. She said she'll probably be there at like 1:30, so we'll probably end up missing her. So by the time we get there, the inspection should be done, and we should just be able to take ownership and leave with the truck today, which means I get to return this car a little earlier. We were supposed to have the car back this morning, Monday morning, but I went ahead and reserved it again until Tuesday, which is tomorrow at lunchtime. They charge you an extra $99 a day, plus we got the insurance, which is $27 a day, and then anything over that would be another $99 a day or $20 an hour. So we shouldn't need the $20 an hour part past 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get there and get this thing returned before Enterprise closes, and we'll be in the truck today. That is if everything's good.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the inspector only checks the little BS, you know. But I mean, this company, they have 750 trucks. They have maintenance records on everything. I don't know. I guess we'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are now barreling down the road. We are 4 hours and 10 minutes from Farmington, and we'll see you there.
You found Bunce? What are you doing? What are you doing? Jeez. Are you sleepy or what?
Usually these rough roads make her nervous.
It's like, I don't care. We can't be in this car forever. Hot fat butts.
Turn left onto College Road.
Looks like it.
Leonard's Express truck in front of us. Holy smokes! It only let that one truck through. I mean, technically us, because I
Quarter mile. Turn
couldn't see
left.
the light. What's really good?
Your destination is on the right.
Yeah, get that sign good.
2020's best fleets to drive for.
I guess I'll call him. All right, guys, there it is. 2024 Kenworth T680. I am just kidding. Ours is a 2020. It's over here. You shut it off? Okay.
He's down in Florida helping his mom out, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
He goes down every year and does a lot of stuff for her, gets her property all squared away.
Of course, it's got to rain today. Tri-pack, APU, all brand new tires, and it has disc brakes all the way around. One of the things I'm not crazy about is that exhaust pipe. That exhaust pipe's probably gonna have to go because our headache rack is gonna have to sit in here. It takes up a bunch of room, huh?
The exhaust pipe?
Yeah.
Gas bar is on the top.
Trying to get everything figured out. Paper sign and all. Trying to make sure the APU works. I left this door open. Let me close this door. I gotta figure these buttons out, man. Guess we just drive away, huh? I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion about this thing.
Turn right on College Road.
God dang Cummins! I don't know how much I've talked to you guys about this thing, but I did a lot of research, man, and it seems like man, all of these new trucks are hit or miss. It's kind of crazy. Like, you get on a Cummins forums and a lot of people are complaining about these Cummins, like they drop liners or they have cam issues, they have fuel pump issues. Detroit has problems.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Route 32. Going to Beloit, Wisconsin. At the end of the street, turn right.
Anyone out there? Can I get a radio
Then take the
check?
first left.
Oh, I should have kept it on that. How do I go back to that?
I don't know.
Baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
I feel high up.
You got air in your seat. I don't know if that does it. We got a suspension load scale on this thing too. it'll tell us how much weight we have on our drives.
Oh, nice.
So if we put one more on the trailer, then as long as they're calibrated, you don't really have to go get weighed. Still makes the kind of like crazy noise at low RPM, huh?
Yeah.
Fuel filter gauge. We have an air filter gauge. I don't know if they work. 11.5 miles to the gallon, bobtail. God dang. Oh, let's see what I'm starting to slowly figure out these lights. Whoa, boom! I think I can point this one around. No? We just got into Ohio on the 90. Stopping to fuel this thing up for the first time. Man, I hope I'm actually getting this fuel mileage. I'm gonna fill it up and actually check. And we'll see. I don't know how much longer we're gonna drive tonight. I don't know. This truck is a lot louder than the Mac. Like, this is only 1,000 RPM. It does the same thing the Cascadia does, where it'll bog itself down, man, going up a hill. It refuses to downshift. So I've just been like manually downshifting because they say
Loves Drive, then take the first left.
lugging it like that, you can drop a liner. And I am not about that life. 148 gallons of diesel and 8 gallons of DEF. Take a picture of it now, and next time we fill it up, it'll let us know what our mileage is. Alright, we made it to the one of the Ohio rest areas on the turnpike. We're kind of parked behind some people since we're bobtail. First night in the truck though, huh guys? What'd you guys think? Lots of room?
I guess you'll see if the dogs are all over you.
I mean, it looks like there's plenty of room down there.
Yeah.
You could come down there and sleep.
Nah.
I think so.
No.
Alright. I'm exhausted. I'll talk to you guys more about this thing tomorrow.
What time we set an alarm for?
What's an alarm? Alright. Good morning. This is where we parked. I think we're alright. We didn't sleep with anything on last night. We got, I just turned the Wabasa heater on this morning just because it was a little chilly in there. Come here, girls. Let me talk about something over here real fast. Plan on removing that smokestack. I don't know if I told you guys that or not. Get over here. And this has got one of those automatic fifth wheel deals. And this stand post here, that's probably going to get moved so we can put our headache rack as far back as possible. I don't know what that black antenna thing is for up there. Got to figure out somehow to do the Starlink. I think I told you guys this thing has disc brakes all the way around. I think it's got 3-something gears. Real low 3s, I believe. God, I can't remember. Honestly, it said it in the truck paper post, and I went to go back and look, and it was gone. I guess he took his ads down. I think truck paper charges you a pretty penny to run in truck paper. But right now, man, it shows that we're getting like 10 point. Oh, I'm sorry, fat butts. I kicked you twice, stepping over your leash. 10.6 miles to the gallon. I mean, if it's true, when I go to fill up next time, I guess I'll know. And that'll be pretty incredible for bobtail. Hopefully we get. I'm hoping for the 7s. Pulling. a trailer, as long as we don't have like, yeah, I'm hoping for 7s. If we can, I've got my paperwork at home. All right, so I told you guys we paid $55,000 for that. That one had 430,000 miles on it, and obviously the APU, blah blah blah. I mean, I think it's spec'd okay. I told you guys it does have a little bit more damage than the guy let on. I'll have to show you, like, which isn't really too big of a deal on the cow bumper or the deer bumper or whatever people call those things. Honestly, it looks like he ran into one of those cables in the median. Payments are, I believe they're $1,400 a month for 48 months. And not to give you guys too much of our business, but the first time, let me open this up. The first time that we got approved for financing for that other truck, that truck was $35,000. It had 650,000 miles on it, and it was a 2017, I think. And then our payments were going to be like 900 something on that. Because we've had a lot of stuff going on, Lita accidentally missed a payment on one of our credit cards. Like, we had the money, it wasn't, we've just been dealing with so much, and that ended up hitting her credit. Took over 100 points from her credit. So she contacted the bank and was like, look, we'll pay the credit card off right now if you'll take this off my credit. And they're like, well, what's going on? We could, I guess they have some way of submitting, like if something happened and you couldn't make the payment for whatever reason, you could submit it. So she submitted it to them, basically say, hey, look, we're truck drivers, we're on the road, blah blah blah. The woman that she talked to, she's like, yeah, I think that'll work. So she's gonna submit it. May take up to 30 days, but we are now locked in on 19% on that thing. Which, I mean, even with her credit immaculate, it was gonna be 17.5. It sucks, yeah, but what can you do, man? I needed a truck, you know. I do have my sunglasses. Check out my LL Bean jacket that I bought at the there's a Goodwill over by Grandma's house. This jacket was 7 doll hairs. I'm like, I need a nice jacket, and hopefully I won't work in it. And I went in there and found this thing. I don't know, man. I hope it's a good truck. So we're gonna go hook up to the Mac. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to the guy that has the thing today. I think we're still 10 hours away. So it might be first thing in the morning. We'll hook up to that. We'll go hook up to the Mac, drag the Mac home. Then I have to sticker this truck. I wanna do something with that exhaust pipe before I put the headache rack on. But if I have to put the headache rack on and take it back off again and deal with that later and put it back on, I will. So I feel like there was something else we needed to do. It has an inverter in there, so this APU works different than the one that we had on the Mac. The one that we had on the Mac had a generator, had a belt-driven generator. This basically is like how I'm trying to use my the APU on my Mac now, where all it is I think it has 2 alternators on it. It's got one little alternator to like keep your batteries up, and it's got a giant alternator to run inverters. And the inverter that's in there's a Pro Cobra 2500 watt, and according to their website, it's not a pure sine inverter. And I have a lot of money in my computer. We have a lot of money in Lita's laptop, so I would really like to not have those destroyed. I wonder what goes bad if you use a pure sine. Is it just like the power supply? I don't know Or does it just like completely mess up the whole thing? I don't know. When you look up on their website for that Pro Cobra 2500, it talks about like plugging computers and stuff into it too. I'm like, I mean, I have plugged my computer into non-pure sine inverters, but it's just risky, man. I have a lot of money in my computer. I bought stuff back during the whole, like my graphics card was bought during the whole crazy graphics card Bitcoin / COVID deal. So I don't know. She's getting us breakfast. I'm gonna walk these doggies. I felt like I slept in a jail cell last night. The mattresses in that thing are so uncomfortable. I don't know how you drivers work for companies that will not provide good mattresses. Because if you want to know if a company's going to take care of you or not, climb up in one of their trucks and look at their mattress, man. Because I wouldn't make my dog sleep on that mattress. Same with the Kenworth or the Cascadia, but I figured the Cascadia is just a rental truck. Who cares about that, right? But to have an actual company truck, man, come on. That's it's so bad. And the one up top is brand new. Nobody's even ever slept on that. The bottom one, I'm sure somebody slept on, but it's so bad. So I completely jacked up, and I don't know how bad I jacked up. So we've gone and picked up the new truck. One of the power ports wasn't working, so we couldn't run our GPS and our dash camera at the same time. Do you want to walk her, go get us coffee or something? I don't know.
I can go get a coffee.
Okay.
They're peeing.
And so what we did was we was using this camera. This camera has a setting called loop recording, so you can use it as a dash camera. And so we were using this for loop recording because we had to have our GPS hooked up. And I've been recording in loop recording, and I don't know how much footage I've lost.